I want to get back to this shooting topic. And we've heard the details. We've heard all of the stories over the past few weeks, really. But it's so, I ask myself on a daily basis, do I really live in this world right now? Do I really live? Is this how America really is right now? Like, this is legitimately what's going on in the world. The Dayton and the El Paso shootings, of course, they're getting more coverage, now because they're more recent. But, 2 weeks from now, nobody's going to care, I even read earlier that Walmart in Mississippi that just had a shooting last week, they're back open. And they're selling guns again and ammunition. Like, damn, you can't grieve forever, but goddamn, you just open back up where, like a bunch of people lost their life. I get it. It's a billionaire's mindset, I guess, where it's okay. It's just a shooting. It'll pass over. With the way the world is today, with how fast things are, people will forget in a couple of weeks. And then when it's another shooting, we'll be all sad again. They are normalizing violence on a weekly and daily basis, and we are getting numb and more numb to it. This is breaking news stories daily about people walking into crowded areas and killing people for no reason. If you want to go and shoot a place up, do me a favor to anyone. And I'm not trying to incite violence against anyone or anything like that, but this is just my opinion. Do me a favor. Don't kill a whole bunch of people. Just go ahead and take yourself out. You don't have to hurt a bunch of people. You can just shoot yourself, because all these people that are getting shot aren't the problem. The problem is the people who are giving out the guns and being lax with these gun laws. But, they use all kind of weapons in these shootings. Handguns, semi-automatic weapons like revolvers and shotguns. 25% of these shootings so far, according to Wikipedia, are used with semi-automatic rifles, like machine. It's only I'm gonna use the crack cocaine or the meth reference. I'm gonna take from that right quick. It's only a problem when it affects a certain demographic. Well, the only demographic that's going in shooting places up right now, I'm not gonna say it, but it's a certain demographic, because I've discussed in some of my previous videos that I did on my Jeremy Speaks channel, where in these times the Second Amendment was not written for people that look like me. I actually saw today where CBS News was actually calling it a white terrorism incident. I thought that was incredible. I didn't call it that. They called it that. They called it a white terrorism. It's like, are we throwing that out there now? Because that kind of implies that you have to police yourself. I don't understand what people get out of it. We hear all these details all the time, and these are breaking news in broad fucking daylight shootings where some people are getting killed, kids, parents being ripped from each other because one guy's angry and can just go get a gun and shoot somebody. And then I know somebody heard an argument out there, well, people that look like you shoot each other all the time. That needs to stop too. There's a shift going on right now. There's a shift. There's something happening right now, And I don't know if the country I live in right now, I don't know if they're gonna right the ship before it sinks or what. Somebody has to stand up and be a hero or say something or do something. That's why I have this radio show every day. I want to bring awareness to it. But what I can bring awareness to is the fact that we, males of African origin, need to stop shooting each other now. Because the people that are policing us, they got guns. They got guns. And, these mass shootings are tripling. This is happening constantly. And I guess people are under the impression that because these shootings don't happen where they are, then it's okay. The guy at the Las Vegas shooting, he shot 59. He shot over 900 people. I'm not going to say he shot over 900 people, but about 800 were injured and 59 died. and demographics show that the majority of the perpetrators are white males who act alone, quote unquote, white males who act alone. You know, it's not us that's being able to walk in a store and just buy a gun. I actually saw a senator, a Democratic senator or a legislator in Virginia, go to a gun show right around the corner from an elementary school. He had a camera crew with him. He went to a gun show, and they didn't ask him for any paperwork. They asked him for his identification, and he was undercover with it. They asked him for his identification. They even joked around, "You're not going to shoot up a place, are you?" No, ha ha ha. And they just took that as face value and sold him an assault rifle a block or a couple of blocks away from a school. Did I mention the guys look like each other? You know, like, we're not going to be able to tell the people who got the money and the guns to stop selling guns because, number one, their bottom line is $1. Human life is cheap to billionaires and corporate America. It's cheap. You know? It's a lot of factors. I mean, these shootings, just from the I thought the Las Vegas shooting was going to be one of the worst shootings. You know, like, this guy's out of a window in a hotel shooting at people at a concert. We had the Orlando nightclub shooting. 49 people died and 53 were injured with a semi-automatic rifle. I looked down the list of the shootings I've written down, and most of them say semi-automatic rifle or semi-automatic pistols. The El Paso shooting, 22 last I read. Or, you know, the number jumps depending on where you read it. 22 and 24 injuries, semi-automatic rifle. You know, and this is nothing new because in 1984, there was a massacre in a McDonald's where a guy walked in. I actually saw it on Rob Dyke's video. He walked in and just started killing because he couldn't get the help that he needed. He had called a suicide prevention number a couple of nights before that, and the lady put him on hold or told him give it 48 hours, and he'd call back or come back or whatnot, and he didn't. He went home. He told his wife he was going hunting humans. He went to the McDonald's. I think the people that he shot range from the ages of like a baby, like a 10-month-old, something like that, maybe 6 to 10-month-old, all the way to 74 years old. So this is nothing new. This is in 84. Shot 21 people, plus the cops took him out. 19 were injured. This is at a McDonald's. Now, it may be happening more frequently now, but that's proof right there that this has happened almost up to 40 years ago. 40 years ago, people were doing this. Frustrated. The demographics show that it's white males that act alone. The Virginia Beach shooting this year, 12, plus the perp. I said all that to say it's like the Wild West. This must be what it looked like when Rome was about to burn to the ground. You know, and after the Romans, you know, every empire comes to an end, man.